Rolling. Up and down the fingers. And the thumb. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky and thumb. Down to the wrists. And across the knuckles. Take the ball into one hand and squeeze. Other hand. First hand. And one more time on the other. And why don't we bounce today or throw it up in the air if you've got somebody under you. Three, two, one. Leave it on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. And stepping the ball right in the middle of the foot. Press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Slide across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and slide across the top of the heel. And press down just below the first knuckle at the side of the top of the heel and in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. Get back here, you, and scribble. Three, two, one, release. Reassess. Go to the other foot, pressing down 3 times. Knuckles. Across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one, release. Reassess after you get the ball out of the way. And shaketh the tree. Three, two, one, center. Twist at the waist, swing the arm. And center with some ocean wave breathing. And fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to one side, gather in starlight. And center. Same thing in the other direction. And center. Let's take 16 or so steps forward. And then go elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slap the opposite heel in front. And then behind. And then a cross step with a twist. Walk, march, jog, whatever, wherever you're at. Get the heart rate going. In a little bit, you can pick it up or not. I think I'll sprint this morning. I'm going to be doing chair exercises. A few sit to stands as always, but only 10. You want to do rapid squats? 5 Tibetans in the after class. Going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10. Twenty. And 30. Take 2 deep breaths. And then interlace the fingers, raising the hand up overhead. If you can, come up on your toes. Come on down, reach back if you can. Back to center. Bend to one side. And then the other. Back to center, lower the hands and push out at the chest. Come on down, one hand on top, other on the bottom. Try to grab and pull in opposite directions. Use a towel or a cloth or a strap if you need to, or a belt. And then go the other way. Come on down and shrug. And roll back. And forward. Then put your arms out, extend them, and we're going to sort of do a swimming type of motion. Sure your feet are wide enough apart that you can keep your balance. And then extend and tap your shoulders. Bring one arm across the body, press in at or above the elbow. And then the other. Bring your hand behind the back and press down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Come on down and rotate the head. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Bring your hand across the head, cup the ear, and look up. Have your eyes going up out of the corner, looking at the ceiling. And then bring your chin to your collarbone and look down towards the floor out of the other side, other corner of your eyes. Same thing the other way, looking up first. And let's tuck in our chins and peck like a pigeon. And we'll go do a side lunge. Go the other way. Bring one leg straight out in front. Lean in, hinging at the waist, tapping the back of the thigh or massaging it and lifting the foot up by the heel if you can to increase the stretch. Come on back down and bend your front leg, press down on the back heel to stretch the calf of the other leg. Then bring that leg forward, stretch the hamstring on that side. And stretch the calf of the other leg. Yeah, come on up and grab a stick. We're going to do the toning bar routine. So we're going to bring the stick around back parallel to the spine and move it up and down. And then switch the position of the hands. And then bring it up overhead and go side to side. And then up to the shoulders with the palms facing in, 10 bicep curls. Switch the position of the palms so they're facing out. Draw up the stick below the waist. Hinge at the waist, slightly bend the knees, come down and back up. We're going to do 10 of these, keeping the spine neutral and the head back. And then hinge again at the waist. Stay there and bring the elbows up past the rib cage. Come on up. Stick is at the shoulder. Raise it up overhead 10 times. And drop it below the waist again and raise the elbows up to shoulder height. Keep it at the shoulders and push out. And then bring it around back with the palms facing away from the body and lift it behind you. Switch the position, palms facing in. 10 more. Bring the stick up to the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. And then bring it over to the one side and swing it behind, holding on at the top. And then the other. Gonna hold the stick in front with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Step back. Feet are about hip width apart. Toes are digging into the ground as we roll back onto the fifth metatarsal with on each foot, and then back towards the first. Back and forth. And then roll back onto the fifth and hold. Again, toes are digging into the ground. And we're going to hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We can put the stick down and grab a chair. As per usual, we'll start with 10 sit to stands. However you want to put your hands, you can push off. Just make sure you sit down all the way and come up. 10 of these. And 10. And then sit down. Cross one leg over the other. Rotate the ankles 5 times in one direction and 5 in the other. Push the point the ankle towards the shin and away 10 times. Hinge at the waist while you're pressing down on the knee. And come on up. Put that foot on the floor, bring the other one across. And again, rotate 5 times in each direction. Point towards and away from the shin 10 times. And then hinge and press. Come on up. Grab one leg right below the knee and bring it towards the chest and hold. And then put that down and bring the other one up. Put that one down. Hands in the air. We're going to go forward about 45 degrees and back. We'll do 7 of these. And then cross your hands over your chest. You're in the middle of the chair. You want to tap your back against the chair again, keeping your core nice and engaged. Navel towards the spine. Then spread your feet apart. Come across. Try to tap the toe. Don't go crazy if you can't. Just get as far as you can. Safely and comfortably. 5, 6. And then come on back. Hands behind the head. Look to one side and then the other. We'll do 7 twists. And sitting in the middle of the chair, kick. Alternating feet 7 times each way. And then spread your feet apart again. We're going to do some seated jacks. 7. And come on back in. And I think that'll do it. You put the chair down or away. We're going to put the body down on the ground. Do our 4-4-6-2. Last day of this in the child's pose. So it's 4 in through the nose, hold for 4, exhale through the mouth for 6, hold for 2 before repeating. But what we're going to do is start in child's pose with the hands by the sides and do 2 rounds there. And we're going to bring them up in front and do 2 rounds that way. 4-4-6-2. Let's do it. And slowly get up and rub those hands together, cultivating chi and forming a chi ball. And center with 2 3-dimensional breaths. Inhale, exhale, and open your heart. Pause on that inhale, exhale, send it out. And center. Rain down heavenly chi. And then go down and gather it up. And
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, you're very welcome. You have a great weekend.
You too.
Oh, those are my legs.
Enjoy the day. Tomorrow's
Was
not
it
gonna
better
be.
today, the microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yes?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, good, good. All right, good to hear. Kind of on the side here.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
All right. All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Have a good day, a good weekend.
Okay, thank you, Bill.
Be well. Bye-bye.
And for all of those who remain, going to do the 5 Tibetans. Starting with some twists, spins, whatever you want to call them, up to 11. I think that might have been 12, but what the heck? Take 2 breaths. And we're going to get down on the floor. Hands in the unmodified position on the floor and the legs are extended. Head, neck, and shoulders come up at the same time as the legs and back down. But to modify, soles of the feet are on the floor. You can always put your hands behind your lower back for support there, or underneath the head to support your neck if you need it. I'll do 6 regular and, oh no, I'll do 6 modified and 5 regular. And 2 breaths. Let me get up on our knees. Hands are behind the thighs. You can always rock back on your knees if you can't do back extensions, but if you can, up to 11, going forward, after going back. Two breaths. And come on around, sit down. Going to put our hands either in a modified way, you can put them behind you, but usually they're next to the hips. We're going to do an inverted table. With the legs extended is the normal way to do it, but to modify, your soles on the floor and come up. I'm going to do unmodified version, whatever works for you. Up to 11. And take 2 breaths. We're going to turn around. Modified version, you're on all fours and you come into a cobra. Unmodified, which is how I'm going to do it today, down dog into up dog. And then come around, cross your legs however you feel comfortable this morning. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to rotate 5 times in one direction and 5 times in the other from the waist, either sitting up or bending down. Then we're going to stretch out on the last round. The hands in front of us and do a round of box breathing. Excuse me. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, 4 hold. Do it over the left knee and then the right knee. Here we go. And stretching out. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, 4 hold. Over to the left. Same thing. And then the right. One up. Switch the position on the legs. What was in front goes behind. What was on top goes on the bottom. I'm going to do 5 in the original, 6 in reverse, and another round of box breathing in each of those 3 positions. And stretching out, box breath. Left knee. The right knee. And no. See you Monday.